The program you are about to listen to contains graphic scenes of stupidity, Sam Foltz, and Elijah Bolt. You have been warned.
Welcome to the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. I am your host, Sam Foltz.
And I'm Eli Bolt.
No, you're supposed to say, I am your host, Eli Bolt.
I'm your host, Eli Bolt. Sorry.
Thank you. Welcome. This is season 2, episode 2 of the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. Now
Crazy,
with
right?
less Zach Schoensiegel, as we talked about in the previous episode, very indirectly, but yes, we did. Now filled in with Eli Bolt, the next
That's
best thing. So as we were going to last episode, we wanted to get to know Eli, and we got to know what his favorite color was, and what was that?
Green.
Exactly. But today's episode, I figured that we could expand on, how Eli works in front of the microphone by talked about in a different assortment of topics that we were both involved in, such as JCT. Again,
Okay.
we could talk about, I don't know, what else can we talk about, Eli?
There's plenty of stuff.
There's plenty of stuff. Also, I have the headphones on for this episode, and
Yippee.
It's really fun. I kind of sound like Ian Older, though. Just saying.
Shout out to Ian Older.
Yeah, he definitely listens to our podcast. Anyway.
Definitely.
Exactly. But anyway, so I feel we could talk about that. Eli's also in swing choir. He literally is just Zach.
That's
he's
crazy.
also on McHale Tech, and he's the sound guy.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do the editing. Zach still does the editing. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Zach.
Yeah. So anyway, I think let's just kick it off with what? Beauty and the Beast?
Sure, why not?
All right. So just this last year, summer of 2022, JCT's wasn't 51st, 60th, 61st. I don't.
Okay, I think it was 60th because my first year, it was like 62nd or something like that. Because my first year was the 50th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
was 4 years old.
whatever show we just did, the whatever, was Beauty and the Beast, the Disney musical that everybody knows, the beloved one where the big werewolf man kidnaps the princess girl who's weird to everybody and also reads.
And then this man tries to make everyone think that her dad is crazy for thinking that this werewolf man exists.
Yes, his name is Gaston.
And that was Finley Gay.
And his right-hand man, LeFou,
Yep.
that
was Peyton Mucker.
Yeah, played by dearly beloved Magpie podcast host
Peyton Mucker.
Himself,
and also P-Muck.
Yeah, past guest P-Mucker. He played LeFou. Finn played Finley. We've had him on a couple times, I think.
I think just once.
Was it just one time?
I think so.
Something like that. But we had. Sorry, you guys are listening to me breathe, and I sound like I'm breathing through a fan. That's just how my lungs work.
Oh.
It's really weird hearing myself breathe, which is kind of weird to say because I have the headphones on, like I said. But Finn played Gaston. Eli played one of the cronies. Now, you might not know what a crony is.
No one does.
I didn't. But now I do. It's like a little posse member. And let me tell you.
That was me.
He wore the silliest little hat and was the silliest little man.
That's me.
I'm proud of you on so many levels, Eli.
I'm proud of you too, man.
Thank you. Yeah. And then so Dylan Odom, which you guys probably don't know who Dylan Odom is. We talked about Mason in the last episode and how he went to Pioneer High School. Dylan also, or as we like to call him, Dodum, went to Pioneer. He played the Beast. The Belle was played by Maggie Fincher, LHS graduate. Cogsworth, Liam Gay, we've had Liam on, also LHS graduate. Yeah. Lumiere was played by Austin Brooke, also
Pioneer. Yeah.
Well, he's not a graduate. He's
not a graduate yet.
He's a sophomore this year, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sorry for disclosing personal information. You all signed a waiver, definitely.
All right, yeah. Anyway, he lives at
yeah, exact address.
Audio redacted.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redact that later.
Yeah.
That was a funny bit that we just did, wasn't it? You like up top?
It was pretty silly.
That was a high five. Look at that spike.
Yeah.
We're watching. Oh, that was so loud. We're watching the sound wave right now. It's great.
It's crazy.
But anyway, so he played Lumiere. The wardrobe was played by Layla Powell. I don't think we've had her on. That's an idea.
I asked her if she wanted to come on today, and she said no.
Well, that's because I think she had other plans.
Okay.
I saw her in the parking lot. But she played wardrobe. I'm trying to think who else am I forgetting? Babette. Oh, of course. Babette was played by Leah Alder, Ian Alder's older sister, Shout out to Ian Alder. Not Leah, though. Not Leah.
Only Ian.
Yeah. And then Mrs. Potts was played by Kelsey Thomas. We've had
Yes.
Kelsey on, I think, once. I don't remember what we talked about.
Elton John.
Was it Elton John?
Yeah.
I'm happy that we always need somebody to do the bookmarking because I forget.
I'm the secretary, apparently.
No, you're the treasurer.
Oh, the
You
treasurer.
Keep track of all the records. I think that's what a treasurer does.
But no, a secretary does that.
Oh, well, you know what? You're all of the above,
Okay.
Minus president.
Minus president.
That's reserved for Zach Schoensiegel.
And you're vice president.
I'm just there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a guy. I speak. I guess fine. I'll be vice president. I'm co-founder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll be like CEO because you're like the next in command after me and Zach.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know how that
Colby
works.
will be like not a CEO. What is it? A CTO? Is that what it is?
The president is below the CEO.
Or a COO.
Right.
There's a
COO,
president?
yeah, there you go.
I don't remember. That's
That's one of them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a hierarchy.
A list, yeah.
Is your phone going off? Who's that?
That is my cousin who is in England right now.
Why is she in England?
I can't disclose that information.
Oh, that's disturbing.
It's not for anything bad, I promise.
But so Mrs. Potts is played by Kelsey. Mason, as I brought up last episode and in this episode too, that's a triple shout out for Mason.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Mason, also Pioneer graduate. He played the bookseller. I'm
Yeah.
just naming off people that I know that played roles. Well, most of our viewers are local anyway.
Yeah.
Like Mrs. Myers and Mrs. Minks. Shout out to the G-Wing
Oh yeah.
English teachers, Josh Bald. Which, by the way, we still need to get Josh Bald on.
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
Mr. Bald, please come on the podcast. Does he listen to the podcast?
I don't think so.
Well, he will soon. I'm gonna go outside your guys' house, set up a speaker system, start blasting
And just
through the
start
windows.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Wake
Wake up. Welcome to the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. You know.
Yeah.
This just in. Zach Schoensiegel.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounded really cool. I kind of sound like a radio there for a second.
Yeah, you did.
My dad listens to this on the way home. Did you know that?
Shout out to Chad Foltz.
Yeah. Papa. Shout out also, he wanted me. I don't know if I ever did. Blast a nice cool drink for a hot summer's evening. I don't know.
It's not the summer anymore.
Yeah, it's like almost fall, I think. It's still hot outside.
It is still hot outside. Yeah.
But he wanted me to shout out male pattern baldness. So all you out there suffering from male pattern baldness, don't worry. You're not alone. My dad is also bald. Not me. I still have luscious locks of hair.
I'm bald.
Yeah, Eli's actually bald. He was born this way.
Yes.
The follicles didn't develop.
Yeah.
Who else? Back to Beauty and the Beast. Who else are we missing?
Maurice. That was Evan Gay.
Oh yes, Evan.
Shout out to Evan.
Have we had Evan on the podcast? I don't think we've had
I don't
Evan
think
on
we
the
have.
podcast.
No.
I need to do that.
I'll text him.
I'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to do some like long distance podcasting.
Oh yeah,
somehow. I'm sure
we have the aux cord.
Yeah, hopefully it reaches.
Yes.
They're all going to, most of them anyway. I think all of
the people we've mentioned are going to Purdue.
Yeah. Boiler up.
Yeah.
And 3 of which are in the Glee Club.
Yeah.
Like Zach, Liam, and Mason.
Yippee.
And then sorry, I've played my personal role.
Monsieur d'Arc.
Yeah, or Monsieur Dark, I think. I don't know how you're supposed to say it.
I don't
Your
know.
phone is going off again. Is it Abby? Your
It
cousin?
wasn't going
No, it was
off.
settings.
It was
Was
settings.
it my phone? No, just
Oh man.
that. But it was I guess let's just start from the beginning. So auditions happened. I don't when late
Late May, I think.
was it May or was it early?
It was
April?
May.
It was like April.
I think it was like early May.
Was it? No,
Late April, maybe.
or was it
Somewhere in
no,
that
I think
range.
it was like April 6th.
Early April. Oh, it wasn't
January,
early
February,
April. You're right
March,
because they
April,
changed
May,
it.
June, July. Yeah, because I remember we had like a
Yeah.
really, really long time they started.
We
really,
had
really
plenty
long.
of time
Because
to
normally they would start in,
learn our
like,
parts and stuff.
well, because yeah, normally they wouldn't do April, May, June, May. Or wait, no, yeah, never mind. April does come before May. No, it was probably May. Sorry, because
Yeah.
no, it was it would have been April. Or no, it would have been like late April because when was Puffs?
Puffs was
That was May 1st.
no, it was
the
April
Sunday show.
29th, 30th, and May the 1st. And it
Yeah, because I remember we had callbacks for one of the dress
right,
rehearsals.
and yeah.
Okay.
So late April then.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Eli, for all you who didn't know, was also in Fiddler and Puffs for all our longtime viewers.
About to do Mamma Mia.
Exactly. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully everything goes to plan. Did he? Have we gotten? I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that. Did he get the MTI recordings? Is it MTI?
I don't know if it's MTI, but Susan has the recordings.
It's an MTI show, isn't it?
Yeah.
MTI, for all of you who don't know, is not a performance software. It's like it's a company.
It's a company, yeah.
Yeah, and
they distribute shows,
like
the rights for shows.
Rights, scripts, music,
all that good stuff.
Because we still don't have live pit because of COVID restrictions.
So
Hopefully,
we have to do recordings. Hopefully, it comes back. I would like to do at least one.
Yeah, because none of us actually. No, the current seniors. Last time they did one was Bye Bye Birdie, which was 2019.
Yep.
Mamma Mia will be late 2022.
Yep.
And the next year will be mine and Eli. It'll be our senior year.
Last year,
hopefully, we're doing Grease.
Oh, that would be
I
awesome.
have talked to our director about it. I think I've brought it up 100+ times. Mr. Kenny, if you're listening, we're doing Grease.
Please.
We should do Grease, but no, we're doing Grease. Because my main reason is because 1996. 19, right? Yeah, when did your dad do Grease? 96?
My dad wasn't in Grease.
No, yeah, it was.
Fiddler on the Roof was 96. And that was the year after.
Whenever they did Grease, when my dad was in high school, was it 97? He graduated in 97, but I think that it was a Winter Fantasy, so it
would have been 96. Then.
Okay, so either 96, late 96, early 97. I don't remember.
Somewhere in that range.
He was the great old man, known as
Kaneki?
Yes, sorry. Yeah. I was thinking of Ken Fraser for some reason.
Shout out to Ken Fraser.
Shout out Ken Fraser. I bagged his groceries the other day.
That's crazy.
I bag groceries. Not going to disclose where. Eli, don't disclose. Eli, don't disclose.
Hey, everyone, Sam works at...
I seriously thought you were about to for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't need people showing up at my workplace being like, hey, you're that one podcast guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you just breaking the chair?
No, I was fixing it.
Yeah, by breaking. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But we talked. No. Also, I have my mic. It's like slanted because I don't want to like lean into it. I like to slouch. I have terrible posture. Though, does it sound better when I talk to it like this, or does it? It doesn't matter. I don't think.
As long as you're like speaking directly,
unless you're like a sound file. Is that what they're called? Somebody who's like really, really into sound and like knows, like Zach. Is it a sound file?
I don't know. Audio file, maybe.
Audio file, that's it. I think. I hope. Sorry if like this sounds different than this. I mean, slightly I can hear a little bit because it's a little bit more nasally, and this one's a little bit more like clear. Yeah, but I don't care. It's for my own personal comfort. But
that's fair.
Yeah, he played. So my dad played Kaneki for Grease, and I think for my senior year, if I got to play Kaneki, same as my father,
that would be pretty cool.
Well, because I joined theater
be pretty goofy.
In 6th grade because my dad was like, "Oh, hey, I did theater when I was in high school." He did one show on stage, and then he did Pit for Oliver, and then I have multiplied that by 12.
Have you really?
He did one show.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I guess you have multiplied.
Not counting the Pit show. He did one, and I've done 12. 12?
Yeah,
12. 12. Wait, hold on. Let's count.
Starting with Who's Dying to Be a
Millionaire. Who's Dying to Be a Millionaire was 6th grade. 7th grade was Dorothy in Wonderland.
Yep. Well, it was also Cheating Death. Were you in Cheating Death?
I wasn't in Cheating Death. Were you in Cheating Death?
No.
No, that was just...
I did
that was P-Muck and Finn. Yeah, that was P-Muck and Finn. Peyton Mucker, for all of you who don't know who P-Muck is. From here on out, I'm going to say P-Muck because I always do.
P-Muck.
Sorry. 8th grade was...
Boys versus Girls.
Sorry, I had
it was Boys versus Girls.
Boys versus Girls Armageddon.
30 Reasons.
And 30 Reasons Why Not to Be in a Play.
JCT stuff.
Oh, I did Annie my 7th grade year, so that's what, 5 shows so far.
Did you do anything? We didn't do anything 8th grade.
Not.
And then Joseph.
And then I did Joseph, Fiddler on the Roof, Addams Family, Beauty and the Beast, Puffs, Sleepy Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. 11? No, so I've only done 11 shows. Which, for only being in theater for, what, 5 years, 11 shows.
That's a lot.
That's a lot
yeah.
of shows.
I've done theater. Let's see. So I was either 4 or 5, and I have been in. This is including tech shows.
Oh, come on.
Do you want me to count the shows I've been in?
Yeah, count the shows you've been in without tech.
Oh, okay.
Count them with tech.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That's a lot of shows. I mean,
Yes.
how old were you when you did your first show?
I was 4.
What was that? Winnie the Pooh?
That was the JCT's 50th anniversary.
Which was?
It was just a compilation of like songs and stuff that they had done from all of their previous shows.
Oh. What was your first like show?
My first show.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh.
It was Winnie the Pooh.
Yes! I knew. Wait, why is Cinderella on there? Did you work tech as like a 5-year-old?
No. I'm not sure that I've been in Cinderella.
Why is it on
I don't
this?
know. I thought I did it. Maybe not.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knows?
Well, regardless, so I feel like Winnie the Pooh is everybody's first show. Like, everybody that I guess everybody our age.
They're doing Winnie the Pooh again next summer.
Oh
for
yeah, we're also
JCT.
doing Sound of Music.
Sound of Music next summer.
Sorry, that was probably really loud for a second. We got really hyped. Sound of Music. Oh my god! But I want to be Rolf, which is his name Rolf?
Yeah.
Not the dog from the Muppets.
Rolf is a Nazi.
And that's okay. Now I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna be Rolf Nazi. I'm like,
He's also in love with like one of the main characters.
He's the one that's like
he's a love interest,
16 going on 17.
Yes.
I think that's the name of the song. I need to do my research. I'm too preoccupied with Mamma Mia.
I would like to be Friedrich, who is the oldest boy.
I want to be the Sound of Music.
You want to be like the hills that are alive?
The hills are alive with the sound of music. And like,
you want to talk about Mamma Mia?
Come out in a giant music note. Yeah, sure.
We got our audition stuff for Mamma Mia. We audition next week.
Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursdays are callbacks.
I
hope.
Oh yeah.
Here's hoping. How many? Or have you looked at any of the music yet?
Yes, I have.
I haven't. Do we have recordings that we can listen to?
I think you just have to look it up.
Oh, does it? Wait, does it?
On like YouTube or something.
It's the Broadway recording, right?
Yes.
Not
the movie. The movie is very different.
I don't want. What's his name? The guy who plays Sam.
Pierce Brosnan.
I don't want Pierce Brosnan screaming in my ear. No offense.
No offense, Pierce Brosnan.
The movie.
You're not the best singer out there, buddy.
I watched it. I don't like Mamma Mia, like the movie. I just don't like it.
The movie is weird.
I think people like Mamma Mia because of the music. Because like,
the music is
story,
where it's at.
Like the movie, especially, it's like stuff just starts happening, and it's like it's just whiplash. Like so much just happens, and you're just watching. Yeah. It's like nothing makes sense. It's like there'll be giant musical numbers. Yeah, it's a musical, but it's like they'll just like walk down to the dock, and everyone's there, and they're dancing.
Yeah.
It's just like, first off, I have not seen this many people in this entire movie. Second off, it's like the friends of the mom just scream the whole time. They're like, ah! It's like, what are you freaking out about? Did you?
Yeah.
I swear that they like. The director was like, all right, everybody. I'm assuming he's British for some reason. All right, everybody. Before we start filming today, I have back in the dressing rooms on each of your vanities a line of coke for you to snort. And I'm just like, sweet.
Okay.
No wonder Pierce Brosnan's saying.
So.
Sorry. Oh, Cher was in that movie, wasn't she?
She was in the second one.
Who did Cher play?
She played Donna's mom.
Wait, which one's Donna? I thought
Donna is Sophie's mom.
I thought that Donna was older though.
The second movie basically it goes back in time.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's like flashbacks.
I was gonna say because in the first Mamma Mia, Donna looks like what Cher does in the second one because they look the same age.
Yes.
Now I see why I liked the second one so much more.
Yeah.
Because Cher was there.
Cher.
And all I could think of was if I could turn back time the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. Wow. Wow. Why don't we? Hold on. Hit the audience with one of your favorites. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
that was really good.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna put that on repeat. That's my new voicemail.
Okay.
Next is just like you've been forwarded to automatic voice message. Wow. Sorry, that was really random.
Yeah.
It kind of popped in my head. I was like, you should do it, but
Whoa.
so which dad? Because okay, so me, Eli here. Eli, say hi.
Hi.
And Pamucker, all want to do a. We each want a dad.
One of the 3 potential fathers.
Yeah. Which, by the way, spoiler alert. It's Sam, not me. Pierce Brosnan. Sam
Carmichael.
Carmichael. I want to say Sam McGregor for some reason.
I don't think they ever find out who it actually is.
I thought it was Sam. I thought that they were like,
No,
"It's
they
Sam."
never proved who it was.
Wow.
So who are you? Which one do you want, Sam?
Sam, just because I think
That's funny, haha.
my main reason is because on stage, you get addressed as your character name a lot, right?
Yes.
Having 2 different Sams would be really confusing. Also, just because I want to sing that one song that he's in.
The one where Pierce Brosnan sings it like, let's see, where are those happy days? Like that one.
That's what
SOS.
Yeah. Is that in the movie?
Yeah.
Is the movie, or I guess is the movie and the Broadway, are they similar? They've got to be similar.
They're similar. Some of the plot elements aren't the same.
Well,
but,
I mean, like all the songs are the same. I think.
Yeah.
What's the one about? It's like slipping through my fingers. Which one is that?
That's with Donna. It's called Slipping Through My Fingers.
That's Donna and Donna singing about what's her face?
Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter's slipping through my fingers. She doesn't know who her father is, so I'm sad.
Yes.
Wait, why is she singing about? Because she's like,
okay, so Sophie's getting married, right?
Oh yeah.
And so she's like, oh
no, she's growing up. I feel like
like she's growing up. Yeah.
Every show ever, there's like, you got your mains.
Yeah.
And then there's always the love element. There's a wedding.
Yeah.
And the person's like, they're growing up so fast. And at the end of the movie, and then there's like some big thing that happens.
Yeah.
And they all come together. And then it's just
Gomez and Adams family.
Gomez and Adams family.
Tevye and Fiddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of Donna.
In Puffs, Voldemort was sad because he died.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Because Harry was like, I'm gonna get you, and then Voldemort was like, oh man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you want to see a recording of Puffs that we did here at Logansport High School, it's on
Zach717 YouTube channel.
Are we allowed to say that?
What?
Technically that's bootlegging, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, we're not getting any revenue off of this podcast. Off the podcast, we definitely did not make money on the show.
Yeah.
Zach, feel free to redact this if you need to.
If you need to,
because I don't want to get you arrested. He watched the Apple event yesterday. There was an Apple event yesterday. Did you know that?
I did know that.
I didn't. I'm not a tech whiz. I'm like, oh, funny.
They announced the iPhone 14. It's the exact same thing, basically.
Wait, they announced the what?
The iPhone 14.
Oh, I thought you said the iPhone 4, and I was just like,
iPhone 4.
I was like, didn't they announce that was before Steve Jobs died? I think.
Yeah, it was. He died at like iPhone 6.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Shoot. So I had like his benchmark. Also, I think speaking of people dying, it's probably apt. This would have made a great episode.
Yeah.
Today, September 8th, 2022, the world was struck with a wave of grief. I mean, not necessarily for myself. It's definitely sad. I'm not like, yay! But, there's going to be some changes when it comes to world politics and also local politics for a certain United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth the
Second.
Was it the second?
Yep.
Died today, age 96 at 1:32 p.m.
Why do you know the exact time?
Because I do. For some reason.
Okay.
It's like how people remember like where they were for 9/11. I remember.
Okay.
I remember where I was when I found out the Queen died. I was
sitting at my desk earlier today.
I was sitting at my desk in Spanish.
In Spanish.
I was sitting there typing away on. Or I opened up Duolingo. Yeah. I wasn't doing it. I was just like, I opened it up and I look at my phone. People come in like, the Queen has died. And and because Emily Sanchez told me.
Yeah.
And she's like, the first person that told me was Justin. Justin Snay
of course.
The Magpie Podcast. I think he still does the Magpie Podcast.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I found out in this very room actually.
Oh, that's
because I was walking in here for the McHale Tech class, right? And I was talking about how the Queen was on her deathbed today. I had saw that earlier in like fourth period or something, and then Emily Cole told me that the Queen sadly passed.
I um I'm not directly influenced or
Right.
hurt because I mean she lived for 96 years, which is a pretty
Yeah.
good that's a pretty good
That is a
run.
very good lifespan.
Most people don't live past like especially
Mhm.
now is like people don't live very long
It's like
as
85, I think, is like the average.
something like that. But like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in our community die in like their late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
So to make it that far and everything that she lived through, because she lived through what, World War II,
Yeah.
um,
She's lived through like almost every she's
major,
lived through every single event since like the 30s.
she's lived through every major conflict that the world has undergone.
Yeah.
She was born in 1926, I think.
Something like
So
that.
that
Yeah.
she
26.
she's been through the Great Depression, World War II, Vietnam, even though I don't think Britain had as big of an involvement as the
No.
US. Um, a lot of the financial troubles, the current troubles going on across uh, the world and directly caused by the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
She lived through COVID, which is a miracle that people lived through COVID. She lived
Yes.
through the era of polio and other related diseases until they could get
Yeah. A
vaccines for
lot of
them.
major diseases.
Yeah, and she made it this far. And I was happy to see that she went and
She
like
seemed to have gone peacefully,
yeah, she was on her bed and she's
surrounded by family.
exactly, she didn't die in some horrific accident.
Yes.
Which sadly Britain has been struck with so many times
Before.
over
Yeah.
the last years. But now, Charles the Third, I think,
Yes.
her youngest son, who is 73, which is really, really old to take the throne, but he's doing it.
He is now
Him,
doing it. Yes.
he tomorrow will be officially coronated as King Charles the Third of England.
Yep.
His wife will be crowned queen. Because I always forgot that it can be both. And
Right.
he now is in charge of, I forget what exactly, but now he's the king of the United Kingdom public domains in the Commonwealth, which involves, but it's in, and also uh, ties will be not, they'll be altered, being that he's now in charge.
Yes. Different
Although,
person and all, you know.
yeah, of different countries that have direct ties to the United Kingdom, such as New Guinea, Australia, the Bahamas, places like that.
Yes.
So that I know that the BBC had an alarm that goes off every time there's major world news. Now that the Queen has sadly passed, they all wear black suits, um, and for the next 12 days, no longer will air any comedy shows as to help the people process the mourning of the loss of the Queen. So,
Yes.
um, but I think it's very momentous to know that we lived through. Because honestly, I thought she was going to outlive me too, because she's lived as long. It's like
I
shoot,
know. You
what's going
never
to
know
keep
how
her from going
long.
another 96?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
You never know how long, you know?
Maybe that they froze her in a. Maybe they're gonna like cryo freeze her and bring her back like Walt Disney.
Like a Captain America type of thing.
Well, he was frozen in like the ocean.
Right. That was unintentional.
Great parallel, by the way.
Yes.
Queen of England, Captain
America.
two completely different countries, same person.
Yeah.
I can't unsee Captain America with Queen Elizabeth's face now.
Oh.
But I think in about 4 days they're going to have their have her funeral at the Westminster Palace, or just Westminster,
Yeah.
something like that. Westminster, that place.
Something like that. I don't know.
But I hope that, being that you have two high school kids from the middle of
The Midwest.
the Midwest, and you're like, oh, it's corn and stuff. We're still maybe not as deeply affected as those living over across the pond,
Yeah.
but I think everybody in some way will feel the effects of the loss
Exactly.
of a great monarch, longest reigning monarch of Great Britain.
All time, I think.
All time?
All time.
Is it seriously all time?
I think so.
Wow. I mean, I guess she got coronated in like the 50s? Like,
Well, no, she reigned for I think 70 something years.
what? So she took the throne as
In her 20s.
that's very, very young to be crowned.
Hang on,
Which is-
I'm looking it up.
That's crazy.
She had an exactly 70-year reign.
That's
She was 26 when she was coronated.
Good Lord. She. Oh my.
That is quite a while.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So. Wow. So taking the. I sound like Owen Wilson just then. Wow. But
wow.
taking.
Ka-chow.
Yeah. But taking the throne, 26.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that's 10 years
This
from
is
now. I still have a decade left until
we
I'm
have
that
quite
age.
the opposite thing going on right now. Is she took the throne when she was 26. Charles is taking it when he's 76.
No, 73.
73. Sorry.
Which I hope that all goes well because
Yes.
older people seem to have very biased views. I just hope that because he's the unofficial king until tomorrow.
Yes.
Not saying that he's going to do anything. I'm just saying it's like taking the throne that old. I mean, she lived till she was 96, which is like a miracle. But how long is he gonna also live? Your phone's going off again. It's your mother.
I'll call her back in a second.
Is that a picture of Finn for your mom's contact?
Yeah, she's in the picture, but it focused on Finn.
Why? You can answer the phone. And just take it and I'll.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Besides, we're
Yeah, we've went over the limit.
we have went over the limit.
Sorry to kind of
Bring the mood down.
bring the mood down a little bit. I just figured that it was probably apt, being
Yes.
that it is current major world news.
Yes.
As of when this is being
And
recorded.
the We Don't Know What This Is podcast is definitely your most reliable news source.
Exactly. Everything you hear here,
Yeah.
yeah, is 100% true, such as the moon is fake and the president is a reptoid sent from Mars to take over the world and turn us all into plankton bucket heads.
And on that note, we're signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to season 2, episode 2 of the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. Hopefully next episode is less depressing for all of you listeners out there. Sorry. We should probably maybe put a disclaimer on this episode. Hopefully I'll have Zach do that.
Yes.
That the latter half gets a little sad depending on what your placement is
In the world.
Because some people may get a little emotional
Teary-eyed.
at that news as opposed to us.
Yes.
Yeehaw, Americans. Not saying that we have any British listeners, but if we do, you're pretty cool. Anyway, I am your host, Sam Fultz.
And I'm Eli Balt.
And this is the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.